As the director of the Pagoda Recreation Day Camp, I want a summer with pizzazz. So I create a legend. The legend starts with the L.C. Beetlestone stone under the memorial tree at Olson Park, the home of our camp. On opening day, I tell the campers, 20 years ago, L.C. Beetlestone murdered 23 children. After Beetlestone was executed, no cemetery would accept his body. The Pagoda mayor and council at that time was very liberal, so they offered to bury Beetlestone in Olson Park. The next morning, the campers find a half-dozen letters from Beetlestone. Each letter starts, "Dear future victim." That afternoon, the campers come to me and they say, "How is it possible for Beetlestone to be dead and alive at the same time?" I tell them it's a simple matter of quantum mechanics. Fortunately, children in the 1980s were almost as gullible as adults are today. Beetlestone inspires Beetlestone Tag, Beetlestone Battle Ball, the first annual L.C. Beetlestone Memorial Frisbee Golf Tournament. The camp season culminates with the Olson Park overnight. At 11 p.m., we conduct an exorcism on the Beetlestone grave. At midnight, I tell a campfire story titled "Beetlestone Will Get You." At 1 a.m., we have the midnight dance. And the midnight dance is to give the campers a chance to regain their sense of security and well-being. A half hour into the dance, however, the music goes dead. A voice comes over the speaker, a voice similar to mine. We interrupt this recording for a news bulletin. L.C. Beetlestone, the famous murderer, has escaped from the Bergen County Jail. He was last seen heading toward Olson Park. Beetlestone was wearing an itsy-bitsy teeny-weeny polka dot bikini. The campers' screams drown out the Beetlestone swimwear, which otherwise would have tipped them off that this might have been a hoax. Instead, the camp descends into end-of-the-world chaos. At 2 a.m., 92 children holding their belongings are lined up at the recreation building to phone their mommies and daddies. Half the parents upon arrival point to me and say, "You ought to lose your job." The other half flash a look that says, "You ought to lose your job." Mrs. Kenny is among the last parents to arrive. Chris Kenny was a dull and depressed 12-year-old, but Beetlestone fired his imagination. Chris became the Beetlestone bureau chief for the camp newspaper, and that became his passion. So Mrs. Kenny gets out of the car, she hugs Chris, and she walks over to me and she says something I will never forget. "You ought to lose your job." Epilogue. The next morning, Mayor Nicolosi phones me. "Hello, Paul? I just got off the phone with Nancy Beatlestone, the granddaughter of Elsie Beatlestone. The family is not happy. Did you know that Elsie Beatlestone was a decorated war hero? You didn't have anything to do with this rumor about Beetlestone murdering children, did you? Thank you.